why don't we go into our next battle, which this team might seem a little bit familiar to you guys. It is the Pallet
It is
Penguins.
me.
This guy over here, led by Beast Penguin, playing for the St. Jude's Children's Hospital, currently third place, undefeated so far at 3-0. The OU Mons, that Cinderace immediately just terrifying with that libero ability, being at 2-2, not having as much knockouts as it should, I think, but the rest of the team picks up for the Cinderace, honestly. Like, Cinderace doesn't need to do the knockouts because everything else is knocking stuff out. The Hydreigon, though, not showing his face quite yet. So the Hydreigon being a terrifying mon, just naturally high special attack, pretty high speed, and a fantastic special attacking move pool. Really something to look out for. Oh my gosh, the Yu Mons of this team being the Gengar and the Swampert. Gengar being at 3-2, and Swampert has not fallen. 4-0 so far for this Frog Penguin. Fantastic Pokemon, Swampert.
I love it so much.
Oh yeah, it's so good. Argumons of this team being the Gardevoir, the Swellow, and the Heracross. The Gardevoir at 2-1 and the Swellow at 2-0, still not having fallen. Brain.
It
dead.
did fall, didn't it?
No, it didn't.
Yeah, the Swellow should be 2-1.
No.
Yeah, it fell to the Ice Punch. Remember, from the Nidoking.
Wait, it did. Hold on. Hold on.
We'll switch that after.
Oops, wrong button. That's not. That's for D&D.
Yeah.
I just didn't write it down wrong. Okay, so I have it written down in the records correctly, but I don't have it written down on the team sheet. Yeah, I goof. I goof a lot apparently, but yeah, the Swellow at 2-1, not at 2-0. The Swellow being just really good, really fast Pokemon with Scrappy, having that Boom Burst, the Stab Boom Burst, being able to hit anything, with also Boom Burst hits hard. And access to Air Slash, access to Hurricane, really good special type moves. Even being able to run him physically with the Guts Flame Orb potential, and with the Heracross too. The Guts Flame Orb on the Heracross you can run as well.
And you can run Moxie on the Heracross as well.
I forgot it gets Moxie. Oh, that's terrifying.
Yeah, Heracross strong. I'm so surprised it fell to me in RU.
Yeah, that's crazy. The Enumons of this team being the Duraludon at 1-1, the Heliolisk having shown his face but didn't really do anything, and the Muck is just there for moral support. He's just, hi,
just Muck.
You guys got this, you good.
Yeah.
Heliolisk is another Pokemon that does have the Dry Skin ability, and can make really good use of it. Like if you do get a Rain Dance off, you have access to Thunder with Heliolisk, and having that potential healing over time is really good. And the Piyumons of this team with the Lapras, the Psycho Penguin of Archeops at 3-0, Slacking, and Gourgeist at 1-1. Of course, the Gourgeist we talked about earlier.
It came in clutch with the Trick or Treat and being able to switch to the Gengar.
Oh yeah, probably one of the more underrated Pokemon, just able to just trick some stuff up. Get it? Trick or treat. And Archeops. Archeops is being really fast, really strong, just having the downfall of that defeatist ability. But it didn't stop him. He just Neum.
He's strong. He's quick. He's quick and nimble.
100%. Even though you are here, this is a team to look out for. Really been a really strong team so far.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean obviously you're 3-0, so you kind of have to be a strong battler. But even then, you've been, like, even from when we did our Pixelmon battles, you've improved so much. So really someone to look out for the rest of this league. But their opponents for this week, you'll have to introduce them, because them is me.
That is right, we battled each other. So here we have the one and only Frosty Vulpix, representing Friends of Animals, currently sitting at 6th place at 2-1. Oh man, seeing this team terrified me. first off at for the OU Mons, Meowscarada at 4-2, and then Alolan Ninetales at 6-1. Jeez Louise.
I'm
These
I'm
two
kind of
Mons were
surprised
scary.
about this Ninetales. Like, I'm surprised Ninetales has been doing as well as it has, because last league it didn't get this much usage. Like, it didn't get this many knockouts. It was kind of mostly meant to be just annoying.
Yeah.
But it's
With that Aurora
been,
Veil.
it's been doing a thing this time around apparently. So.
Yeah. And then up next for the UU Mons, we have the Hisuian Zoroark, who hasn't shown its face yet, and the Haxorus at 1-2.
Or has it?
D-Dance Haxorus. Nice. I see what you did there. The D-Dance Haxorus is scary, man.
I actually do think I brought Zoroark last week, but did he
bring it last week?
Did he hit the field? I don't know.
But yeah, that Haxorus terrified me because knowing like what you could do with it, especially with that Bolt Breaker ability, it terrified me.
Oh yeah, and just the potential for the different movesets you can run with this. But he's just been getting hard countered is the problem. So
Yep.
like
Exactly what I did.
yeah, literally like this Haxorus, like yeah, it's terrifying, but if you prepare enough for it, as people have been, it's just nothing.
Yeah. And then up next for RU, we have Florges at 1-0, Indeedee at 0-1, and Politoed at 0-0, who I don't think has seen battle yet?
Politoed is one of my recently traded Pokemon last week, and he has not shown up, no.
Yeah, but that Florges, man, scary. Honestly, I can say that for every single mon on your team. It's scary if used correctly.
If used correctly, that's the problem. It's just a lot of these mons. I'm not gonna say it. Keep them.
Yeah, and then for NU, Umbreon at 0-1, Sceptile, who hasn't shown its face yet, at 0-0, and then Lycanroc Day at 1-1.
I'll go.
Yeah, I've been saying this a lot, but I know how you run Lycanroc, and it's even preparing for it and like knowing like what to use against it. I was still like, oh, I don't know. And then
There's many different ways you can run a Lycanroc. Like even a
Really?
speedy Lycanroc. Like you would think that like the more defensive one, like Lycanroc Midnight, is something you can run multiple ways, but the daytime Lycanroc is also something that you can. You have no idea what's going to come.
that's underrated.
What?
Lycanroc Day is underrated, honestly.
Oh yeah. Like you can run it a fast trap setter. You can run it as just a all-out attacker. You can run it defensively. There's many ways to run this Pokemon.
Yeah. And then last but not least, for PU, we have Malamar at 0-1, which is surprising me for how strong
boy.
Malamar really is.
My boy.
Poor Malamar. And then Centiskorch at 1-0, Emolga at 0-0, and Lantern, that thing, at 3-2.
Carried me last week. Good boy.
It really did. Spam discharge.
Discharge just being able to do so much.
Yeah.
I guess I could say this about my team, that I know I said this last week, but I'm still trying to figure out how my team works together. All these Pokemon are pretty good individually, but I'm still trying to find that synergy between all these Pokemon. This is my biggest problem here. But let's see what we both led with. We know what we know our lineups.
Yeah.
But chat does not. So we see another Cynthia.
Yeah.
With bringing the Hydreigon, showing that Hydreigon face for the first time. The Gardevoir, the Gengar, the Swellow, the Heracross, and the Cinderace. Just scary Pokemon right here.
Oh yeah.
Especially. No, I was gonna say especially these three, but no, all of them. Like so much strong potential. So
Dang, I love my Gengar.
Yeah, with the Gengar, I was going to say, like, really high natural, just special attackers here, these three. Really high special attack. Really good learn sets as well. We see, oh my gosh.
Swellow being able to have that option between physical and special, and then
Thank you.
Heracross and Cinderace being more primarily physical
Yeah.
attackers.
And from the Frosty Vulpix, we have actually the first 4 Pokemon of my drafted list.
Yeah, when I saw that, I was like, oh no.
The Meowscarada, the Alolan Ninetales, the Zoroark, the Haxorus, the Indeedee, and the Lycanroc. Zoroark goes face this time? I don't know.
Maybe.
We'll see. Again, I'm not going to talk about my Pokemon, so if you want to talk about my Pokemon, go ahead. If not, let's start the battle.
Yeah, obviously, I know, I decided, as much as it hurt me too, I did not bring a Frog Penguin to this battle, because I knew you probably had Grass types on at least 3 Pokemon.
Yeah, Grass type move, Freeze Dry, Grass type move.
Yeah, so I was just like,
Yeah, let's see the starting Pokemon of these two teams, of our two teams, of us, and let's start this battle. The Pallet Penguins leading with the Hydreigon right away, and myself leading with Friend the Indeedee. The Dark Pulse immediately takes down Friend.
Bye-bye.
First turn, Indeedee dead again, unfortunately. The Ninetales comes switch out to set up the snow. The Cinderace replacing the Hydreigon. Your Orveil does get set up from the Ninetales though. And switches out immediately into the Haxorus. And the Ironhead coming in. Doing a little bit of chip damage. Not too much though, with the Orveil being set up. The Pyro Ball though hits. And gets the burn.
This burn was so huge.
But the crit close combat coming in right after that burn doesn't even matter. Takes down that Cinderace. But yeah, the burn just debilitated this Haxorus. Dazzling Gleam coming in. The Roselli Berry making it survive the Dazzling Gleam and the Earthquake coming in. Not quite knocking him out because of that burn though. Dazzling Gleam is able to come in and take down this Haxorus. But Chubby Penguin has taken a lot of damage here, though. Ninetales comes back out, and the Shadow Sneak.
This surprised
Wait
me.
a second.
I was not expecting that Shadow Sneak there.
Is that a Ninetales? Ninetales switches into Ninetales, so no, it was not the Zoroark, to getting its first knockout with the Flash Cannon, not knocking out the Ninetales because of the Aurora Veil. Ninetales swapping right back out into the Masquerada, taking a hit from this Flash Cannon. And the Aurora Veil falls now. Gardevoir swaps out from the Hydreigon. Gets hit by a Play Rough, which normally would have knocked out the Hydreigon, but it didn't quite knock down this Gardevoir. Gardevoir really low HP at the moment. Play Rough able to finish off the rest of the Gardevoir's HP. Bello then comes in. Masquerada swaps into the Lycanroc to tank a Steel Wing. Steel Wing doesn't quite take down this Lycanroc, but does a lot of damage. Accelerock though comes through and doesn't take down the Swellow. There's been a lot of close calls, but the Swellow was able to come back and smack the Lycanroc in the face to knock him down. Masquerada then comes right back out. The Steel Wing hits it, but it misses. It doesn't hit. And the Play Rough is able to connect into the Swellow to take down the Swellow as well. Each team, or the 2 and 3 now is the thing. Hydreigon comes back out, the Ninetales swaps back in. And gets hit by Flash Cannon. Adios. Goodbye, Ninetales. Serve me well. Masquerada then comes back out. But then the Hydreigon swaps out into the Play Roughing Masquerada. No, into Heracross to take Play Rough and get smacked in one shot. Leaving just one Pokemon left. Hydreigon comes back out.
Oh, man.
The Zoroark, well, obviously it's Zoroark because Masquerada switched to Masquerada. The Flash Cannon does a little bit more than half. And the Flash Cannon will take down this Zoroark. Will the Hydreigon be able to finish off this Masquerada, though? Flash Cannon does 43%, doesn't do it. And Play Rough does connect, does it one shot, though. Obviously it does because it's quad weak, and the Hydreigon falls to the Masquerada, leaving the Frosty Vulpix as the winners.
Oh, man.
Definitely swapping out, a lot of swap outs, a lot of sacrifice Pokemon this time around, because I knew right away, right after Indeedee fell, that Hydreigon was choice scarfed.
Yeah. It was just... So we talked about this so many times, but if I flamethrowered to predict the switch, I would have won the battle there.
Yeah, we did the damage counts. If he went for any move that wasn't Flash Cannon, basically against these last two Pokemon, then it would have been he would have won the battle. But the tunnel vision is real.
Yeah,
I get it.
really was.
I did the same thing against Mars. Yeah. Well, the only chance of survival was the 10% miss chance from the play rough. But yeah.
I can't believe you hit every single play rough.
I know.
Every single one hit.